They might not want to have Roman beat a babyface Rock, and then he's going to get booed if he's a babyface. He's a heel, so it makes perfect sense. He's already beaten everyone else. Rock is literally the last legend that Roman has not beaten. He's beaten everybody else, actually, except for Goldberg. But that match, I'm sure, is going to happen at some point too.
Right.
He's got to face Rock, and he's got to beat the fucking Rock. We need to see that match. It needs to happen. Will it? Probably not. But the fact that Rock even entertained the idea now compared to any other year, like he just said last year he was retired, so clearly not. I think it's got to happen, in my opinion.
Because I know many are not in favor of part-timers. I'm
not either, but I think it just makes sense.
Which I get, which I totally understand. Yeah. But this is WrestleMania. Now, if it makes sense, you go ahead and do it. If you just want to drop in some old timers here and there, like, whoa, where they coming from for what?
Yeah,
or
exactly.
If they win the Royal Rumble, nah, we're not having that. So
I don't want The Rock to win the Rumble. Let me make that perfectly clear.
I'm just saying. My thing is, how do you get to a Rock and Roman if Rock is not at the Rumble? If he does not win the Rumble, obviously you could get there, but how do you? Because many want a Keith Lee to be champion. Many want Big E to be in that title spot, which I totally get. But if you have The Rock, and it could be like a farewell match, might as well do the job to Roman. He's a heel, the bad guy now. You never know. You get to March, April for WrestleMania in LA, you might get fans in there. You might. You might get some, probably not a whole full capacity. You never know, but
it is supposed to be a Hollywood WrestleMania too. I don't think it's going to happen, but it is supposed to be Hollywood. I mean, it just makes sense.
Yo, get Hollywood Rock with the guitar and everything. Yo.
Well, I mean, we do have heel Roman now, so that's not going to happen. It would be fun. Maybe a babyface Hollywood Rock, but
right.
Yeah, but that would be cool though. So as far as that's concerned, I agree with you. And I wrote in the article, it should be for the championship. Now, normally I would be against that, but I feel like this match is so big. Maybe not Cena Rock-esque big, but it's pretty big. Any match that happens for that championship on SmackDown is going to be a complete afterthought. Like, people don't even remember Sheamus and Daniel Bryan from WrestleMania 28, or Punk and Jericho, I guess to a certain extent they do, but Rock and Cena was the main attraction. That match shouldn't have happened for a championship because they were building to a rematch for the title. I think it makes more sense to be for the championship, though. And again, it doesn't need to be. I just don't want to see. I don't want to see Roman get beat before Mania. You can take the belt off of him in a triple threat, maybe. You could do like a Brock Goldberg thing where Goldberg cost Brock the belt and then Eddie won it. I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like this, I would put all your eggs in one basket. And normally I wouldn't say that, but I feel like, so with this match, what you could do, title versus career. And The Rock could very well win. The Rock has not been a champion in WWE since 2013. That was 7 years ago. There is 100% possibility they have The Rock win and have a brief run with it, the main event fucking Saudi Arabia or some dumb shit. Like, they absolutely could. There was rumors of that happening a couple of years ago.
Right.
I hated that idea then just because it just didn't make any sense. And I still don't like the idea of Rock winning. But he even said in the video pitching the match, he would lose to Roman Reigns. And it's his cousin. He would endorse him, obviously, as he should. And it's a win that would really make Roman even more of a star than he already is. So, and then whoever beats Roman after beating The Rock is a made man, I think. So then you can always have Big E or someone take the belt from Roman at SummerSlam next year, or, a pay-per-view in between then or whatever. So I would keep the belt in the mix. I would still have Roman win, but that's your Mania main event right there. Like, I love the idea, don't get me wrong, of Roman and a Big E. I've said that before, but I feel like it's got to be, I feel like it's got to be Rock and Roman, if Rock can make it. Because Big E winning in the main event or something would be cool. It doesn't, this company, all they care about is box office attractions. That's a box office attraction because it's the biggest name in WWE right now and the biggest name, period, just in general, in pop culture and The Rock. So
right.
I think, and the match has got to happen.
I think it will. We're doing this. It's September 25th. Let's say Roman Reigns and The Rock in the main event at WrestleMania. I say fuck it, do it. Because you just don't know who's going to be more in that spotlight come March, April. Your Royal Rumble winners, you don't even know that right now. Who's
you can have it be someone from Raw, though. I think. It could be like a Keith Lee or something, or Big E could win and then go to Raw. Like that's possible too. You know,
I don't know. I think Big E's logical.
No, I think Big E's logical, but you could have him face someone from Raw. And again, if the Rock thing probably isn't happening, I don't think it will, just because the Rock's so busy. If he was going to come back, I feel like he would have come back by now. But again, he's not filming any movies, I don't think. So who knows?
I think if he comes back, I don't think he has a run. I think he comes back for the Mania match, one shot deal, and that's it.
Well, I mean, when I say run, I mean like Rumble to like Mania. I'm not saying like for the next 6 months. Like that shit ain't happening, obviously. Which is why he should lose. Like Goldberg only came back for 2 matches. He was back from right after the Rumble through WrestleMania. That's exactly what The Rock should do. That's what he did a couple of years ago in 2013. It was
CM Punk, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So he doesn't need to win the Rumble. It's the fucking Rock. All you got to do, as they set up in the article, you have Roman after he beats in the next couple months. Otis attempts to cash in. He squashes Otis. Fucking kills Otis. Kills Jey Uso. Big E steps. I don't know if you have to beat Big E, but it's an option. Mm-hmm. Matt Riddle steps up. Squashes Matt Riddle. Beats Daniel Bryan. Beats Jeff Hardy. Beats everyone SmackDown has to offer. And then he's like, listen, I didn't just beat these jabronis. I've beaten Triple H. I've beaten John Cena. I've beaten The Undertaker. I've beaten Randy Orton. I've beaten Brock Lesnar. I have beaten literally everyone you've prime me to face. You can have him face Goldberg at the Rumble. They never did that match at WrestleMania last year. Have him be Goldberg. Goldberg comes back for his rematch, the grand rematch with Roman, not at WrestleMania, but at the Rumble. Roman wins that too. Beating every legend. If you can smell, The Rock comes out. Maybe he's beating up on the Usos or something. Again, I want them as a faction, so maybe not. But he's beating up on somebody. Rock makes the save. Boom. WrestleMania match right there. It's as simple as that. The promos with Rock and Roman. Rock's like, listen, you're no Rock. Like, anything I do, the people cheer. Anything you do, the people boo. I tried to endorse you at the Rumble a couple of years ago. They didn't want it. They don't like you, but they like me, and they want me as the champion. I'm the people's champion. Then Roman's like, well, I can't follow in your footsteps just because I'm better than you. Did you beat X, Y, and Z? You didn't. You left for Hollywood. I've beaten John Cena. I've beaten all these other guys, and you can't beat me. You've stayed away for so long because you know you can't beat me. It just makes sense. And then you get Paul Heyman in the mix too. A little Heyman and Rock interaction on the mic. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. So hashtag book it. That's what I want to see for WrestleMania next year.